Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture. Today under the course Basic Civil and Mechanical Engineering, we are going to see about unit number 5, Refrigeration and Air Conditioning Systems. So first of all, we have to know about the meaning of the refrigeration and air conditioning. Let us move into the slides. So refrigeration and air conditioning. So here the term refrigeration means that the removal of heat in the particular environment, the closed environment, right? And air conditioning. Air conditioning is the removing the temperature of the air to a particular extent. That is by conditioning the air. The air is sucked inside by the equipment, and the temperature of the air is reduced through a chemical called refrigerant, and then the air is blown outside. So this is what air conditioning. Whereas refrigeration, it is a closed system where it is isolated system where it continuously removes and maintains a particular temperature of the space. Example, refrigerator. So let us move into the slides, and you can see the mind mapping, and through this topic we will learn about the definition, principles, classifications, terminologies, and parts of a refrigerator. And in continuation with this lecture, later on we will be learning about vapor compression refrigeration, vapor absorption refrigeration, and of course about the working of the domestic refrigerator. First, here the empathy part, what is the need for cooling? So we can see here this boy, he is actually feels hot of climate, and during summer days what happens is sweating is one of the human nature, right? So people may feel discomfortable, and sometimes they will feel headaches or because of the temperature of the environment. So this is what the need for the cooling nowadays. So this is what the empathy which discovers that removal of temperature from the air is necessity because of the global warming as well as the climatic conditions, right? So here air conditioning does not create cooling, it just removes the heat in the existing air. So this is what the air conditioning. So some basic terminologies to know about the refrigeration is the first thing is about the compressor. So here the compressor is called as the heart of the system which pumps the refrigeration gas, raising both pressure and temperature to begin the cooling cycle. So this compressor is capable of pumping the refrigerant. Refrigerant is nothing but a chemical which is used to absorb the heat from the region what we do. So the next one is the condenser. So this condenser is a main part of the refrigerator. This is otherwise called as the heat exchanger. So this heat exchanger cools the refrigerant gas, and then it again converts into liquid form, because if the refrigerant flows inside the particular area, right? So when it absorbs the heat, it will become gaseous from the liquid state. So it again it needs to be converted to liquid state. So the condenser converts the refrigerant gas into a liquid by cooling it. So the next is the expansion device. So this is the device which is capable of accessing or the passage of the refrigerant, because this creates a controlled pressure, right? So causing the refrigerant to flash and cool dramatically before entering into the evaporator. So this is the expansion device. So the next component is about the evaporator. This evaporator is the main place where it absorbs the temperature or the heat from the atmospheric air, right? So if you imagine this is a room where you need to maintain some 20 degrees Celsius, what this refrigeration will do is this refrigeration by using these things, right? The compressor compresses and sends the fluid, so that the compressor makes the system to run like our hot, so that the refrigerant flows inside the areas, tubes, and the thing, and the evaporator point, it absorbs the heat, and then it again comes, right? The expansion device is the one which is responsible for causing the refrigerant to flash and cool dramatically before entering into the evaporator, right? And then the condenser. This condenser is the next thing, main thing. This condenser condenses the refrigerant and it again converts into the original state, that is the liquid state. So this process is continuous. So these are the major key terminologies that we must know. One is compressor, condenser, expansion device, and evaporator. So we have to clarify in the precise language, right? Through a design thinking approach. So you can see the second stage, that is the define stage, right? The first thing is the refrigerant. A refrigerant is a chemical which is capable of absorbing the heat from the atmospheric. So this it absorbs and it converts into cool atmosphere, right? So this refrigerant will be in the liquid state. While it absorbs, it will become into a gaseous state. The next is about the air handling unit, right? So this air handling unit is nothing but it is just circulating the cool air inside the closed space. So this is what AHU. It is like controlling the direction or the flow of air by the AC. So the next is about the BTU, that is called British Thermal Unit. It is a standard of measure of heat energy. So this you can see here. So it is essential for sizing, heating, ventilation and air conditioning equipment to match space requirements. Yes. The last one is about the superheat and subcool. At critical temperature measurements, the superheat ensures complete evaporation. So the subcool confirms the condensation, both vital for efficiency. Yes, the superheat and subcool are the major parts, right? So they ensure the heating, heat as well as the cooling of the environment. So I hope this lecture gave some insights about the refrigeration and air conditioning. And let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you.